All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. This is Gears of War 3.
Okay.
Let's get serious,
I'm
Brad.
ready. Let's do this. This is 3 years in the making.
God, has it really been that long?
Pretty close.
All right.
Man,
I guess so, huh?
It's like 2 months short of 3 years.
Yeah.
It was like November 08 when Gears 2 came out. Gears 2 was like the big release of that fall. And now here we are in September with this coming out with big releases yet to go.
Yeah, well, geez.
But this is still a pretty big one. And I'm excited to see it.
I'm trying to think what would be a good place to start at here for the show off a little single player. We're going to play in arcade mode,
okay.
But I'll be playing alone. Because the game's not out yet, and it's hard to find people for the non-competitive. Though, weirdly enough, not hard to find people playing just team deathmatch right now.
It's hard. It's hard to find people of moral esteem.
I guess so.
Playing this game.
I guess so. No, there are a bunch of. I mean, it sounds like retailers got their copies in, and so it's just a bunch of legitimate street date breaks at this point.
That's fair.
Maybe not as many pirates as it may have seemed, but probably some of those too. Mutators. You can turn these on in arcade mode. This is basically arcade mode is the campaign with scoring turned on, sort of like you can do that in Halo.
Sure.
And these are the equivalent of skulls, or the equivalent of mutators from Unreal Tournament.
I love that that terminology is still kicking around.
Yeah.
They laid claim to that word and they're still using it.
Exactly. So by default you only get the no ammo pickups and headless chicken mutators, and then to unlock this stuff, you actually have to do kind of a lot to unlock any of these other ones, which is sort of a shame because they're pretty cool.
Now, can you go through the campaign on arcade mode the first time?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Okay, but you probably just don't have a lot of mutators at that point.
You have those two.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
I haven't unlocked any in the time I've spent playing the game.
Jeez.
We'll play on normal. This is actually the default setting, but play it on hardcore.
Really?
If you like to play Gears the way that Gears is played, like if you like the notion of taking cover, hardcore is for you. If you want to just run around and shoot dudes.
Are you saying normal is too easy?
Normal is a little too easy.
Because
normal was actually totally enjoyable, but it was not. It was not a very tactical game on normal. So if that's what you're looking for, I say go normal. But hardcore is kind of what you would expect from Gears of War.
That seems like something
you need to take cover, you need to pop out.
Yeah, it seems like something that Bungie started around like the Halo 2, Halo 3 era, where it's like the notch above normal is actually the one that anybody with a clue is supposed to play it on.
Yeah.
Has that changed since Gears 2? Because I actually just last night finished off Gears 2 on hardcore and found parts of the last act to be unpleasant.
It's kind of always been the case.
Do you think has it been recentered?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Firing all pistons, baby.
So this is just after the big ship wrecks, and
Marcus, you okay? Tom, speak to me. Where are y'all?
Basically, Act 1, you see a big battle from two perspectives. And at the end of it, the ship that all the humans have been living on has crashed. And
it's like a giant airship.
No, it is a boat.
Oh. Straight up nautical.
Yeah.
Whoa, those are different.
Whoa.
Any bets on their party trick?
Wait, there was a gun here.
That's a Lancer. Playing as the coal train.
Yeah.
What?
Playing as Cole.
What? That really never happened before, did it? I mean, obviously you can play Dom as the second player.
Right,
in the past, but...
you do switch around characters a bit in the game, mostly through the opening. We're gonna switch back to Marcus here pretty quick, and it's gonna kind of be that way for a while. I love that.
Wow.
Big old smoke cloud, guys jumping out of the ground.
Wow.
Like, super cool. There are no E-holes in this game.
Aw. All the E-holes got filled.
Yeah. Instead, they just burst out of the ground like that. It's pretty awesome.
That is super cool.
But the equivalent of the emergence hole is still present when you're fighting the Lambent. Like the big stalks come out of the ground.
Right.
And I think that last time we showed video of the game, you saw some of that. There are actually like sacks on the side of the stalks that you can shoot off, and that'll reduce the number of reinforcements that they can give.
Now, are these straight up Locusts?
Yeah, this is Locust.
No Lambent business going on here.
Right. This is a three-way battle.
Yeah.
You got the Lambent, you got the humans, you got the Locust. And those are wild tickers, feral tickers.
Oh.
So they don't explode because they haven't eaten any grenades yet. But yeah, you see, this is on normal, like I said. You see these guys going down pretty easily.
Yeah, and you're just sort of...
And I'm just sort of
casually
not taking
running
cover,
around. Sure.
And it's fun that way. It's light, it's breezy. If that's how you want to play it, it's a valid way to play it. But
was that the classic gear stinger I just heard?
Yes, absolutely.
Well,
it would have been weird if they didn't have that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Well, the nice thing about the way the campaign is set up here, you can always just bust the difficulty down if you're
right.
If you're not having fun.
Yeah, insane though is.
I bet it's pretty
rough.
I bet it's pretty rough.
I don't believe it unlocks until after you've completed the campaign on any other setting.
It's probably for the best. Man, that is
awesome.
That is badass.
That looks so cool.
Yeah. This is a damn good-looking game. I mean, it's not like Gears has ever looked bad, but
yeah,
having just played a bunch of Gears 2 last night, looking at this, like this is profoundly better. Not just in terms of fidelity, but even the way that everything moves. Like those animations, the guys busting out of the ground, like everything about it seems like kind of snappier and
yeah,
better put together.
Yeah, for sure. The thing I will say is that you notice some frame rate stuff in cutscenes.
Yeah,
which has kind of always been the Gears thing.
Yeah, they've never prioritized that for whatever strange reason.
But yeah, they do some great stuff with there's even some pretty good facial animation. You get these guys need to look pensive and sad and all sorts of damaged over the course of the game, and the faces look good enough for them to get that across.
Is he okay?
Come on, Santiago. Breathe.
Damn it. Oh, God.
He is now.
Look at Dom with his fuck it beard. He's just like, whatever.
Whatever, he's got radishes to grow and cultivate. Well, whatever, the boat is fucked. There's no more radishes. There's no more crops for him to tend to. There's the boat in the background, I think.
Tell me that's just my old head injury? Prescott? What, do we got an echo here or something? Yeah, Prescott's back, Michelson's dead, and my father's alive. Film at 11.
Yeah, honestly, hearing that these guys exhibit any mode other than fuck yeah in this game.
Yeah, this game is definitely not about fuck yeah. I mean, there are definitely like the mid-combat moments of you get the active reload, and they go, nice. It still is that, but...
Hello.
It's one of the new weapons, the digger.
Huh.
And these savage boomers here, I believe they are called, we'll use these. So these pop up out of the ground and explode near you, so they can go undercover, which is pretty messed up.
That sounds like that would mess up your day.
Whoa, nasty! Those little shits can dig undercover.
But yeah, they definitely have two modes. There's the we're on in combat mode, which is still a little bro-y, kind of by design.
Sure.
But outside of battle, yeah, exactly. Like these guys have feelings.
I mean, this is basically humanity's last stand, right?
Pretty much. You see in arcade mode, you get that friends list scoreboard there in the corner that kind of pops up from time to time.
Your score is constantly running down there. So
yeah.
None of that in the story mode?
Right.
If you want that stuff on, is there any reason not to play this in arcade mode the first time through? Even if you don't care about mutators.
But, yeah.
Like that stuff I think that really adds a lot to see other people's progress. If you don't want to play the story in a vacuum,
Right. And the arcade mode also has that multiplier that you see there up in the upper left corner. And that's, every time you go down, that starts to drain. So, it's in your best interest to not have anyone go down.
Oh, never gets old.
Let's try the Retro Lancer out for a while.
Yeah, what's up with that thing?
It is less accurate. There's way more recoil on it, but it does more damage.
Okay.
So.
And what's the melee attachment on it?
It is a bayonet.
Just straight up stab a guy.
Yeah. And if you hold down B, he'll charge with it like this.
Oh, nice. I'll get that guy.
They're always getting behind cover. I didn't have a ton of luck with this thing.
Go! Yes. Damn.
So you see that meter draining now.
Yep.
And the bots are all right at reviving you.
Come on, Baird.
But sometimes they're idiots. Come on. Come on!
Oh, come on!
There we go. Incendiary grenades, all right. And bolt-on pistol, sure. And maybe I should get back to the regular Lancer. Even with less ammo, it's just still probably more effective of a weapon.
A lot of new weapons in this overall?
Not really.
No?
The theme of this game really is scavenging and making do with like the government is almost completely disbanded at this point.
Okay.
There's no one backing you up.
Anybody giving you orders? Is there any
no.
kind of command hierarchy? Like nothing?
You are the command hierarchy.
You're just making your own way.
Yeah, more or less.
Is there an objective at this point in the story other than survive?
We're basically coming upon the objective that will drive the rest of the game.
Okay.
Pretty soon here.
Because I mean, they dropped that bombshell at the end of 2 about Marcus's dad and all that stuff.
Right. So you find Marcus finds out that information very early in the game. And the rest of it is kind of figuring out what that means and what's how that's gonna play out. So now we are controlling the siege beast. And we'll rotate it over here and give it to these guys too.
Follow the camera.
And then I can try and lay. Oh hey. Oh geez.
Whoa. What's up, Mac?
Right in his damn face.
We're clear. Move out.
And I think these guys got that Unreal Engine figured out.
You think?
This shit looks awesome.
All right, people, let's find him. I need Prescott alive. All this going on, and we're worried about Prescott?
Prescott knows where Marcus's dad is.
Whoa.
Is there a seriously 3.0 in this?
There is.
How serious is it?
We'll get into the medals and show you, but it's
Okay.
basically get the Onyx version of every medal, which is
Oh, okay. That's it's not just a raw number of kills anymore.
no, it is way worse.
All right.
It is way more serious.
Well, this might be the last Gears game for a while, so
Yeah.
it's good. It's good to have some stuff in there. It's going to take you some time.
Yeah, I mean the campaign I think is great. There's some real closure to it, which I say in the review you don't get a lot of that in current video games because it's like the business needs or whatever. Like every franchise will continue forever.
Yeah.
And that's not to say there won't be another Gears of War game, but at the end of this game, things have changed. Like in a meaningful way, things are very, very different than they were at the outset.
This particular story arc in this
yeah,
universe
this particular story arc is pretty well wrapped up. Satisfying conclusion. Like, yeah, cool shit happens. All right, I'm actually gonna
Let's
not
get down there.
show this cutscene.
Skip.
Actually, I guess I could just skip it. Good back button past it. Whatever.
We can just hop out.
We'll get out.
Look at something else.
Yeah.
Well, they definitely had plenty of time to work on this. When was it supposed to be out?
Last year sometime, wasn't it?
Was it originally last year?
I thought
or was
so.
it April of this year?
Maybe it was April of this year.
It was, yeah.
That's right.
They got all that extra time, and it was probably on schedule for that initial release because these guys know how to make games.
Yeah.
So having all that extra time to polish it up.
So let's jump into the versus mode here. One of the things they've done with versus mode is added a casual setting, which is just team deathmatch, randomly jump in with people, meant to be like a little less skilled. So you eventually do graduate out of it, sort of like there's that Halo playlist that works the same way. Where you kind of get out of it, and then from there there's standard where you can play the different games. You see there's already like 40 people playing just regular team deathmatch. And then from there, you can just quick match into anything, or if you want to do a ranked match, then the teams have to be full before it even starts and stuff, you see. So So they do have some pretty good options here. Game type is pretty much the same, what you would expect. I'm trying to think what's the best way to play. Let's just private in with bots and kind of show some of this stuff off.
Sure. I was going to say, you sure you want to go out there and be seen with a moderate nat?
Yeah,
I would.
I don't want to let them see my moderate nat.
I wouldn't.
That just means I can't create public games at all. It actually doesn't let you. So when you're creating private matches, you can determine if you want bots at all. You can set the difficulty of the bots and make some additional choices here. We're going to play Execution. Team Deathmatch has like 15 respawns. I mean, you saw that in the beta. You know, most people probably already get a sense of what that is. It's Team Deathmatch, but you only have 15 respawns per team. Execution, there are no respawns, and every player must be executed with an execution, not just shooting them from a distance.
Okay.
Which is kind of cool. So we have the different maps here. What do we want to see? Trying to think what wasn't in the beta. Let's try Overpass. And from here you can go through, and if you want to turn some weapon pickups into other weapon pickups, you can.
Huh.
Which is fine. No real shotgun options here. If you want to disable a shotgun, there's nothing for you. Just what I would probably do.
Not a fan.
No, and it's not really a. I don't necessarily think the shotguns are unbalanced. It's more that just It's the thing that keeps me from enjoying this game on a long-term basis is every minute or so someone has rolled up behind you and has blown you to bits with a shotgun.
Sure.
So weapon skins, we'll show you how these unlock when we get to the stats and awards stuff. I don't have I guess it's because it's a download code. I haven't downloaded it.
Much of those came out of the beta, didn't they?
Yeah, some of them did. There's some that you just straight up won't be able to get now because they're only available in the beta.
Man, that beta was out. I kept telling myself I didn't care.
But then
now that the game is
you'll
here,
never be able to play as Coltrane in his thrash ball out
now I'm
uniform
looking at this
here
and going,
because
man,
that's beta only.
I wish I had done that.
And then unarmored Marcus.
What? Let me see that.
I don't know.
Where was that?
Yeah.
Man, that looks so weird.
He has hair. Civilian Anya.
He has hair.
Get Ice-T's character.
How is? Well, I don't know if now's the time to ask.
Ice-T is fantastic.
Is he good?
Yes.
Oh man, that's great.
We'll play as a lady.
Okay. God, I completely forgot Ice-T was in this. That's exciting.
He is also not easily unlocked for multiplayer.
Are you ready to designate?
Yes, I am the designator. So that's sort of like Street Fighter and other stuff like that. You can set a title based on the things you've unlocked. So I got that because I've spotted a lot of targets.
Okay. That's cool that they're tied to
500, I believe.
specific actions.
Yeah.
I like that little tactical overhead view there of the map.
Yeah.
I wish more games did that.
It's cool. When you first join, it'll show you like little dots as to where they are and stuff like that. It's well made. Overall, this game extremely well made.
Yeah.
All the multiplayer games are now, or at least I guess all the public ones, like private ones might still. I'm not really sure, but they've added dedicated servers to this game.
Okay.
To kind of get around. I mean, one of the big complaints people have had about Gears 2 is that there's a significant host advantage.
Dreaded host advantage.
Yeah. So, it's designed to get around that.
Now, how does that work? I mean, obviously there's a finite number of dedicated servers. You just have to hope
it's sort of like how Battlefield did it. It's not necessarily. It's not. They can kind of. It seems like they can sort of spin them up at will almost.
Okay.
So let's do one of the executions. Oh god, there's a guy right there. But we're gonna do it anyway.
Oh.
Because these buttons set to casual and it should be okay. No, it's not okay.
Man,
it's not okay at all. So no respawns in this mode. So I'm now officially dead.
So just round based. You just wait till everybody's.
So we can go from player to player. You can see Superstar Cole there in his pimp hat and glasses.
All right.
Or we can just do a little battle camera, whoosh around here.
That looks really cool.
Yeah.
Man, yeah. Well made in every aspect, it seems like. Is that Marcus?
Yeah.
Without the do-rag?
Yeah.
I cannot believe he has hair. I can't.
You just thought after all this time.
I mean, why else would he have a do-rag on other than because he was bald?
Well, he probably, when this war first started, he was probably shaving it down pretty close, military crop cut,
sure,
sort of buzz cut sort of thing. But the wheels have come off.
Okay, that's fair. Not a lot of barbers left.
Yeah.
Look what we got here.
Bots. And also go back to that overhead map.
Oh, that's cool. How many maps are we looking at in this thing?
Was it like 8, something like that? We should count. I have not counted.
It's a good number. Sure, there will be more to come.
Ghost camera.
Do the Lambent factor in the multiplayer at all, or is it still just Locust?
Not in this versus multiplayer. Okay. All the classes are Locust, but.
Well, I guess the Lambent are kind of crazy, right? Like they're almost feral in a way.
They're mutants. They're mutated.
Like they don't necessarily act in like a regimented, organized fashion, right?
Not necessarily.
I guess it wouldn't really make sense for you to be playing as those guys in this. All right, people.
All right,
let's get something done here.
Flying around.
These guys are
flying around while I'm dead. Maybe
those guys aren't cutting it.
Let's show the other modes.
Cool.
Wingman is that everyone breaks up into teams of 2 mode.
Right.
Capture the leader. Each team has a leader that you have to capture. King of the Hill, as a zone control, like a point control mode. Warzone and Execution are pretty similar. The difference is that Execution, they must be executed, whereas in Warzone they just have to be killed.
Right.
But you only get 1 life per round. So these are both your more savagey kind of things, no respawns. All right. Let's get into Horde mode real quick. Again, we're gonna have to kind of one player it because the game's not out yet. But I'll show you kind of how the dedicated server or how the server searching stuff works. There's 0 players playing, but so right now it'll just come back and say no suitable matches can be found, but it sort of does searching for matches, and then it'll say like testing out 0 of 15 matches to see which one is the best, and it'll jump you into a match from there based on how it does. But
so you don't get to pick which of those ideal matches?
No, there's no server browser at all. There's no map voting, anything like that, which maybe is a little weird. But
I guess I'm sort of hung up on the dedicated server stuff. Can you set like a filter, like I only want to play on dedicated servers?
I think you only do play on dedicated servers.
There is no way for individual players to host matches.
Private matches might work that way.
Sure.
I can't say for sure.
Okay.
I can't say for sure.
That's
I don't know.
That's kind of wild that they chose that solution. They basically are just brute forcing their way past it.
It's the Battlefield solution.
Right.
Like Battlefield games, a lot of them are built that way, even on consoles. So versus mode will take up to 10. Horde and Beast will take up to 5. The campaign will take 4 players. Let's start a private Horde match. You can enable mutators here too if you like.
So can we see the requirements here?
We'll get into that.
Oh, okay. Go check that stuff out.
We'll get into that.
I'm really curious how
we'll
that
dig through
works.
the stats here. Let's do it after this. Between Horde and Beast, we will check out the stats. Coming soon, the stats. Horde mode has changed. It is still the same basic idea.
Wave-based survival?
It is the wave-based survival mode to end all wave-based survival modes.
The first and best.
Yeah. What do we want to... How about Hotel?
Sure. I like the aesthetic variety in the maps that I'm seeing here.
Yeah.
As you flick through there, they're all different colors. That's nice to see.
Well, color goes a long way. Let's how about Dizzy? I'll take Dizzy.
Dizzy was in 2,
yes.
Right? Remember that hat. So there's already an abundance of weapon skins and stuff out there. So to unlock, a lot of those are built into the game.
So a lot of that stuff is stuff that you get by playing Gears 2 and Gears 1. There's even some you get for having any achievement on Gears PC.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. Shit.
So between that and there are skins that you could only have unlocked if you played in the beta. Like you're more than likely not going to have all the skins. They've also created a lot of microtransaction-y skins, like weapon skins.
Yeah, I was already wondering if like they'll just start selling some of those that are like the beta ones and stuff.
I hope that they limit the beta ones forever.
Yeah.
I think that would be the way to go.
Whoa.
So that's one of the changes to Horde mode here is
Holy crap.
I have established a
What?
base, and
Dude,
now I
what?
can lay down barriers.
Wow.
So it's almost a tower defense-y sort of thing.
Or it's almost like Call of Duty Zombies.
Yes, or zombies,
something.
because every time I pick up a weapon, those also have costs associated with them.
What?
So they have zombified it. And you see on the side there, that's a persistent ranking for each of the different upgrades. So I'm level 3 in barriers, so I can. That's a level 1 barrier. If I had $2,500, I could upgrade it to a level 2, which is like a barbed wire fence, and I think level 3 might be like laser fence or something like that.
Huh.
And as I use decoys and stuff like that, it upgrades my ability to use those. And then we see over here on the other part of the map here, if I can make it over here without dying. Hearing tickers.
Ticker. Oh god!
It's fine, it's fine.
Are there bots on this mode? Could you have gotten them in?
No.
Okay. Do it.
These guys are actively shooting at me.
Yeah.
So you actually have to unlock these. You can do them all you want in campaign, but to use them in a multiplayer, you have to unlock them.
Are those just for kind of showing off?
Yeah.
Like they don't change the way
You get more experience, actually.
Oh, for using
for using those, because they leave you exposed for longer.
But the unlockable ones don't function differently than the default executions?
Right, no.
Okay.
So there are other command posts, so as you see over here. So I could set that up, and then I'll be able to build more barriers over here as well.
Man, this looks awesome. This
Yeah.
looks amazing. This is like they put so much work into giving a multiplayer experience to people who don't want to play competitive multiplayer.
Yeah, which is key, because those
that can be kind of an impenetrable experience. The competitive stuff in this game and games like it.
So even ammo, you see, has a cost associated with it.
It seems like you're not making a ton of money. I mean, granted, you're only on
I'm
wave,
playing
wave
alone,
2
and
here.
I'm on wave 2, so it's sort of. Come over here and step in my barrier.
Are they dumb enough to just kind of blindly rush into everything you set up, or?
Yeah, but they damage the barriers when they hit them. So you have to repair them between rounds if you want to keep them up. Or yeah.
Oh boy. Is there like a classic Horde mode that removes all the defenses and stuff, or this is how Horde is?
Yeah,
now?
this is how Horde is.
Okay.
I mean, I guess you could just never
if you just didn't
use any of that stuff.
Sure.
Every 10 waves, you'll get a boss fight, and it's randomized.
Huh.
You might get like 2 berserkers. You might get a Brumac.
Wow.
That's what happened over here. Brumac standing over here, saying, "Hey, what's up? I'm a Brumac." And you're like, "What? Why? What?"
Oh.
Jerks.
Oh, yeah!
Ticker.
Surprise for the effort. There's only 4 more.
Oh boy. I do wish they'd put a little more work into the enemies' hit reactions.
Yeah.
It's always bugged me about the series, the way that, I mean, it's one thing for enemies to sponge up bullets, but I wish they would kind of flinch a little bit more.
Yeah. So one of the other new things with the hammer burst here is that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh god. Is that the only gun with iron sights?
Yeah. Yeah, and you can just right stick, click in and out of that if you like.
Do you find yourself using that weapon more because of that?
Yeah, I do. I was never a big hammer burst guy, but it's more handy. Handier. There's a handiness to it. All right, so that's the basic gist of Horde mode. And, repair that barrier, and still don't have enough to. Oh wait, I do have enough to upgrade it. So we can show the level 2 barrier here.
Good.
Fence.
Great.
So when they move through it, they'll move slower and they will take damage.
Okay.
But we can actually show the effects of that when we get onto beast mode. Let's just let's get out.
Man, this looks great. I'm gonna play a bunch of that.
Yeah. The boss fights are pretty crazy, and it definitely you want to start to build a lot of those barriers. You can also put up decoys, which we didn't see, but you can put up a decoy, and it's the level 1 decoy is like a coal standee for breakfast cereal, and it'll distract guys. They'll head over towards it and stuff. And then there are 2 other things in here that you can buy or use or whatever. I don't even know what they do. There's decoy, turret, and barrier, and then those 2 other things.
Other stuff.
Hell, man. I don't know. Let's look at stats, like I promised. So as you can see, I'm level 20. Yep.
You've played some games.
I've played
done some stuff. Sure.
So they list all the achievements that you've gotten here, and if there are different stats or things you need to do to unlock them. So enemy killed 10 of 10. Beat the waves of Horde. They'll list them as checkboxes there and stuff.
And this, of course, tracks progress on everything for stuff you haven't finished yet.
Right. Oh, and this is actually really useful because, oh man, this is great. Okay. Good.
Yeah. I was finishing up Gears 2 last night. There's stuff for get a kill with every weapon in the game.
Yeah.
I've got 14 of 15. I don't
know
know what weapon I haven't used yet.
Okay, so shield bash, execution. All right, need to do that. Shotgun execution. I thought I would have done that. Huh. All right. Well, good to know. Digger execution. All right. Hammer of Dawn. I thought I did that. I could have sworn I did that. Cleaver. Okay. Cleaver. Of course. So, by the way, these are all the weapons that are in the game. So here are challenges. You can kind of see, stuff you unlock. So, yeah, weapon skins. If you have the gold hammer burst from Gears of War 2, you will have it in Gears 3.
Huh. Okay.
So keep your saves. I actually erased my Gears 3 beta save, and that sucks because there was stuff that I.
That is unfortunate. I think I might have deleted mine too.
Yeah, damn it. I actually got some of the stuff from it because some of it was server side, but I did not get the medal that says that I played in the beta. So yeah, if you have the gold stuff from Gears 2, you'll get it there. Earn Commando in Gears 1.
Huh.
Gold Retro Lancer you need to get from the beta. Level 100 to get the Gold Omen weapon skins. Again, more kind of Gears 1, Gears 2 stuff. If you finish all 3 campaigns, you get the Chrome Shotgun, Chrome Sawed-Off for, Gears PC.
Jeez.
And these ones for playing specific weeks of the beta.
Good Lord, man.
As you can see, I did not do that.
Yeah.
Some of them are tied to achievements, and some of these veteran ones are crazy. Like some of the stuff... 4-star Lancer, that's having the Onyx Lancer medal. The first star is 200 kills. So I don't know what 4 stars would be, but it's probably a bunch.
Does that stuff tend to aggregate from all modes?
Yeah.
Campaign
so
kills,
most of this stuff comes
kills,
in from across multiple modes.
Multiplayer.
So you're earning stuff all along the way. You even earn XP in the campaign.
Okay.
Not as much as you would from playing against people. You don't get ribbons and stuff like that in the campaign.
But even just straight story mode, no mutators, nothing. You're still getting.
You're still getting stuff.
Yeah.
So some of these characters are just tied to level progression. So as you gain levels, you'll unlock dudes, but then you also see more. Locust Sniper, you need to get the headshot, the first star on the headshot medal. And then some of these, like Superstar Cole, you need 3 stars of MVP, which MVP is like, most points in a round. I think I got my first star, and that's only because I spent a lot of time playing against bots. 4 stars of big money to get iced tea. That's
appropriate.
Yeah, that's serious. We'll show how serious that is in a little bit, I think. And Coltrane is straight up unlocked in the beta.
Was that just like play the beta at all?
No, you had to like
specific?
you had to play 50 matches to unlock the skin in the beta, and then play 10 more with that skin or something like that.
Huh.
I'm not sure exactly what it was, but it was something along those lines. Then mutators are like 200 wretch kills in beast mode.
Oh, insta-jib, of course.
Yeah. Right?
Oh man, that's great.
How awesome is that?
Please tell me there's low gravity mode.
I did not see it. I mean, you can't jump in this game,
I know.
so it's kind of.
Flower blue. Okay.
Yeah, some of these are.
They're getting pretty ridiculous.
Laugh track
with some of this stuff. Oh God, that sounds amazing.
Yeah. But those are the three things. Like, take some time to do. So, like I said, it's going to take a while. Then executions are just straight up kills. So I got 200 kills with a rifle. Now I can execute with it, and so on. Collectibles, there's stuff hidden around. You pick it up.
Dom's psych report.
Yeah.
I bet that's grim.
Yeah, it is. Ribbons. These are things that you earn, in multiplayer games for various behaviors. You see MVP, highest point total of the match, will tell you how many times you've earned it. This is pretty much right out of Battlefield. Like they do basically this same type thing. First blood, first to die. So they have some negative ones in there. Win every round of match. Chainsaw 3 guys in a row. Retro charge 3 guys in a row. Capture the enemy leader. Just the various things you'll do in the modes. Most revives in a match. All have matches where I'll get like 9 different ribbons at once. So it's some of these you'll get a bunch, but some of them you straight up won't. And these also, like I said, they go into arcade mode. They go across a lot of the different modes. Then from there you have medals. So these are tied to ribbon progression in some cases, like this one. Once you get 25 MVP ribbons, you'll get the first star first star was 5. Second star will be 25. Okay. And each one of these comes with a title. You see, first star is the 1 star, MVP is the 2nd star. If you enable this title, it shows under your name in multiplayer, and that icon will show next to your name when someone kills you. And then you can select which one of the 4 you want if you've unlocked all 4 or something like that. Some of it are just, and this one here participated in the beta, which is a bummer because I totally did, but didn't keep the save.
Probably just for having the save.
Yeah, Old Guard. Yep. Earned the veteran gear achievement in Gears 2, which if I remember correctly was not easy. So some of this stuff is heavy duty.
It's gonna be a while.
And to get Seriously 3.0, it is get 4-star versions of all of these.
Of everything?
Of everything.
Everything?
Everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so see you in a couple of years?
Basically.
Man.
I'm personal assistant.
Sure.
So the first step of this was 500. Next step is 1,000. I'll be the designator.
Is there a joint ops in here, or do they get really stupid?
No,
it seems like it
well,
takes
some of the
pretty
titles
seriously.
do actually get a little silly here. So, let's see. There's one of the money ones is like I think that one that you need to do to get iced tea. So like the 4-star is I'm rich bitch. So they're definitely making it rain. So yeah, some of the titles can get a little goofy, a little less serious. But yeah, to 4-star this, I mean that's earn 100 grand in Horde
for the first star.
For the first star,
man.
The first star.
It looked
you
like
need the 4th star.
Jeez.
To get iced tea.
Man,
serious.
It's a lot of Horde.
And then leaderboards. So that's how the progression works. It's pretty well done.
Yeah, it's
there's
really
there's a lot of stuff to get.
Really impressive how they built this stuff out. Even just the design of the menus is so much cleaner and easier to get to all that stuff.
Yeah, some of the stuff I wish that like sometimes you're looking at an unlock and seeing what it takes to unlock it, and then having to dig in to see where that actually is. Yeah. Takes a little more time than it should. But yeah, for the most part, the menus are pretty good. Let's try Beast Mode. So Beast Mode is in a lot of ways the opposite of Horde Mode. It is a class-based mode in which you play as the Locust, and you're trying to take out some humans. And it is a much faster-paced mode as well. So actually playing alone like this, I probably won't be able to do it at all.
Like Horde, no bots? It's just you?
Right. Yes, this will be just me. what's going to be the... I'm trying to think what's the smallest map, because that'll be the... Checkout's pretty small, but it was in the beta. I don't know if I want to... People have already seen that. Let's do trenches. I don't think trenches was better.
Somebody's got to keep that name alive.
So you basically start with a 60-second timer to kill all the humans.
Okay.
And when you kill them or when you do damage to their structures, you get more time on your clock, but not a ton of time. So it's imperative that you act quickly if you want to complete a round. And they are behind barriers, sort of like the ones you saw me erecting in Horde mode. And as it turns out, the tickers are good at destroying those barriers.
So how do you can you generate tickers? Is there any way to like dispatch waves of
You are the
AI?
ticker.
Oh, wait, really?
Yeah. So
oh, geez.
So there's a cost associated with spawning as each different thing.
Okay.
And as you play, I'll unlock those additional tiers down below. You get into boomers and centipedes and all kinds of other types of locust as you get in. But from the get-go, we're kind of stuck with these guys. So theoretically, you want to start each round with tickers to get through the barriers, to get to where the humans are, and then on your next spawn, go with a butcher or a savage drone because they have a gun. But the wretch can actually jump over the barricades. So I'm going to try and start with a wretch. Left bumper here and kind of see where stuff is. This is what the decoys look like. You see that's stun scream.
Whoa. Urgh. Wow.
Yeah, so you're going to get killed a bunch because there's 5 dudes and 1 of me.
Yeah, that's not exactly even odds.
But let's try not a wild ticker, but a ticker.
Up. Oh no! Boom! Did you get 2 of them?
No, I got 1, but I died in the process.
Yeah.
That's the
problem with the ticker.
It's an effective trade.
So this is not entirely unlike the versus mode from Left 4 Dead.
Right.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Like very wildly different enemy classes here. Some kind of fodder stuff, some heavier enemies.
Oops.
Nah. Oh wow, yeah. So you only got like 4 seconds back for killing that guy.
Yeah.
You did it.
I did it. If you fail, you get a time penalty and can try the round again.
Is that the queen?
Yeah. You can actually play as her in the
sounded all evil
in the multiplayer.
Huh.
Mira is available as a multiplayer character.
Huh.
So you see, now I'm 50% of the way towards unlocking the next tier.
Okay.
By my actions there, and that's a per round thing. It's not like they stay unlocked if I unlock them again.
Sure.
Or you have to unlock them every time you play. You also see it's 12 waves.
I was going to say, can you set that higher? That doesn't sound like a lot.
No,
but
it ends at 12, and it does get hard. Horde mode is the one that goes way past 12.
It goes to like 50 or something, or it used to go to 50. I don't know if it.
I think it might go forever. I don't know.
Whoa.
No, I think it actually does end at 50. I'm so sorry. I think that's wrong. I don't know either way. But so these wild tickers here will actually,
jump. Oh wait, no, these guys.
No, these guys don't jump, and actually that's part of the map. That's not a real barricade, so I'm just wasting time. This goes poorly. This is poor choices were made. And also, this guy not a super effective fighter. He's really only good for taking out barriers.
Okay. Or getting in the way.
Yeah. Let's just at least show the butcher here, though. I don't know if we'll even get over there in time. Oh, I'm going the wrong way.
You've got 17 seconds.
I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it anywhere good.
That sounds dramatic. This guy, kill him. Man. Butcher,
I got like 5 seconds out of that. So
Butcher does some damage. Oh, you got this. Oh. Wow.
And when time runs out, the Hammer of Dawn blows you to bits.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So that's how beast mode works. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, seems cool.
But yeah, I think this game it's a great looking game and has just all these different modes in it that are worth checking out.
Yeah, the competitive multiplayer remains kind of intimidating.
It is
for me.
It's
but seeing all this other stuff in there.
Yeah, I mean the competitive multiplayer, you know, it is the classic Gears experience, and it hasn't changed a ton. So you know, people that were good at it before will remain good at it, and if you are not good at it, you know, eventually this casual thing is going to get locked out, and you're going to kind of be forced into the deep end here, where dudes will just murder you. But hopefully the skill, the player matching stuff will work and match players up a similar skill and all that stuff. But yeah, it's kind of like my one sticking point is it's not necessarily, and I guess it's something you could say this about almost any multiplayer game, I guess. But this one really, you know, I would love to play a ton of it, but I don't have that kind of time to get awesome at Gears of War, and it's really frustrating that the shotgun stuff, basically, because it's just like you're running, all of a sudden, like, oh, that guy rolled up behind me and killed me. I mean,
it's almost surprising that they haven't attempted to stratify the player bases of games like this. You know, like the way that StarCraft has leagues, and you kind of match you match against people more discreetly at your skill level. You know, I mean, they have invisible skill tracking stuff going on here.
They do, yeah.
But there, you straight up see what division you're in. You know. I'm surprised they haven't broken it out more explicitly.
That might have been a nice way to handle it, I guess. Yeah. But you know, they seem like they're on the right track with this casual versus standard stuff. Right. But you know, it was getting locked out of casual eventually. That I was like, oh man. But that's the part where I might be okay at this.
It seems like if you never touch this competitive stuff, there's still a crap ton of things to do in this game.
Yeah, for sure.
Between the campaign and the new Horde stuff and the Beast and everything, it's just like
there's definitely a lot to do, and you know the campaign scoring gives you a lot of stuff to kind of come back to, even with the campaign. I mean, obviously it's had co-op before, but you know, now between the mutators and all this other stuff, and you know, there's a lot to it. So that's me designating.
Yeah, you designate. Let's see how well you do. Let's go out on a high note here.
Oh no, not good. That's out.
Is that a shotgun?
No,
that was not.
No, that was actually someone else killing me, I think, from behind. So you see how the respawns work here. You know, Locust team has 12 respawns. Other team is down to their last 3 dudes.
Wait, who is that character that guy's playing?
That's Ice-T.
So wait a minute.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
How? Game's not out yet.
I've seen a few of them.
What?
And I don't know what to make of it. If it is legit or...
Yeah. I guess, considering these guys are playing it and the game's not out, there's a very real possibility that it is not legit.
I don't know what to think about. I don't know.
Yeah. That's super crazy.
But yeah, that's Gears of War 3. It is out next week. Boom.
This looks fantastic. They have made the Gears game to end all Gears games.
Kinda, yeah.
Not that there's not more to do.
Not going to be another Gears game.
Yeah, but man,
if they were to stop here, it would be a pretty good way to send it off, I think. So yeah, it's definitely, if you've ever cared about Gears of War, I think that you will find that this is the best of the bunch.
Excellent.
Across the board.
Very good.
That's all I got to say about that.
All right.
It's out next week.
Great.
Yep.